Kissed by a rose on the grave. There is so much a man can tell you, so much he can say. Name my power, my pleasure, my pain. Hey, if anybody's here, how's it going? It's waiting. It's working. It's working. My eyes become large and the light that you shine can't be seen. So today we're working on Demeter's wig. She has two parts. She has the part that actually goes on my head, and then there's an attachable ponytail. And I haven't been taking good care of it. I have not been storing it properly, and so it's a mess. And the ponytail is also a mess. So I am going through, rocking out to some Seal, and trying to fucking fix it. So I'm extremely excited that the camera's working. I feel like it's a huge victory for me, like on a personal level. Your rose is in bloom. All light hits the gloom. Hi, Thomas. On the gray. Where did my comb go? Where's my fucking comb? Son of a B-word fucking... I can never find shit around here. Ha! There you are, you bitch. Today I'm enjoying the playlist that I actually made for the road trip to WatCon. So I'm loving that. It's touched me. Something's coming. A little bit angry. Yeah. This ain't over. How's everybody doing? Hi, Jenny. Good morning. I love you. I'm fixing your favorite wig. Well, I will. I wanna push you down. Well, I will. I wanna take you for granted. I wanna take you for granted. Yeah. I'm so happy that you decided to make me part of your morning, my friend. What do you have planned for the day? That goes for everybody. There's 7 of you, apparently, for some reason. Hi, I love you. Oh, now there's 5. I love you less. Just kidding. We've been watching true crime documentaries all day. We watched one about this guy. He is H.H. Holmes' great-great-grandson. H.H. Holmes is a serial killer who was operating in Chicago during the World's Fair in 1890-something. And he built like this whole ass murder castle. It's fucked up. You should look it up. But this guy has a theory that his great-great-grandfather is actually Jack the Ripper. And I went into it skeptical. Fucking super skeptical. He had a woman working with him. She's a former CIA operative, actually. Her name is Amaryllis fucking shit. I don't remember her last name, but yeah, she's a badass. We were reading about her on Wikipedia, and she's done some fucking baller shit. So he had this former CIA operative helping him, and so, like, obviously she knows her stuff. And there is actually a fair amount of compelling circumstantial evidence that this guy could actually be Jack the Ripper. And it's extremely interesting. One of the things that they pointed out in this documentary is that typically people assume that Jack the Ripper was this opportunistic killer who was apparently, who probably had some kind of medical skill because he was removing specific organs from his victims. But actually, there is pretty significant indicators that, in point of fact, it wasn't opportunistic at all. It was very premeditated, because he was like, we learned that the police at that point in time had beats that they walked, and they were timed. So they were in the same spot at the same time every night or whatever, which means that it would be very easy to get out of there. Very easy to avoid them, so that you could murder someone in peace without interruption. So that was extremely interesting. And then later in the documentary, they found a bunch of photographs that they thought might belong to H.H. Holmes, that they found in this place in Indiana that he went. And facial recognition software gave, oh, hi, Illuminatrix. Thank you. And what was I saying? Oh, the photographs. And one of them, facial recognition software, gave like a 64.5% match that one of the photos was of Elizabeth Stride, who was one of Jack the Ripper's victims. She was number 3. She, I think, was the first one he killed during the, quote, double event. He got interrupted killing her and then went and killed somebody else later. And, obviously 64% doesn't seem like it's super high, but they took like a newspaper sketch of one of H.H. Holmes' like known associates. Hi, Danielle. One of his known associates, Minnie somebody or other, and took a newspaper sketch of her and then a photograph that they knew was her, and her match was like 64.2. So, like, why would he have a photograph of Elizabeth Stride? He probably cased her out ahead of time, knew her, perhaps like patronized her because she was a sex worker, and then decided to kill her. And serial killers love trophies, so that's pretty wild. And I was like, their MOs don't match, but in case it's not clear, I really enjoy true crime. I'm like, their MOs don't match, but they're actually more similar than you would think. There's definite indication that the technique that the Ripper used evolved over the course of the 5 murders. And, what he did wasn't just butchery, it was dissection, really. And H.H. Holmes had a thing. He was real horny for dissection. So, yeah, you guys should watch it. It's on Hulu. It's called American Ripper. And it's really very interesting. And I walked in thinking, no, there's no way. And now I would buy that for $1. Like, we can't definitively prove that it was, but we can't prove that it wasn't. Like, it's pretty wild. So, that's fun. And yes, Jenny, murder documentaries are seriously addictive. My husband didn't used to be into true crime, and he thought that I was weird about it. But then he watched Making a Murderer on Netflix because he got interested in it because he did some work on Brendan Dassey's Supreme Court case. And so he got like personally interested in it. And after that, he was like all in on true crime. And I was so happy because I love true crime. So yeah, I've been looking at murder all day. So that's where I'm at. Y'all like true crime? Won't you come? Demeter, I am so sorry that I didn't take better care of you. I did bad. I have bought some, because I've lost some of my wig bags. Because these, I don't think I've seen that one, Jenny. Have you seen the SNL song about women watching true crime documentaries? And I haven't. So I'm going to have to go look that up because I'm probably going to feel called out. Demeter is, Jenny's asking who Demeter is. Demeter, I pronounce it Demeter. I think some people pronounce it Demeter. But she is the Greek goddess of the harvest. She is Persephone's mother. And also one of Kronos' 6 kids. If you may or may not know that in Greek mythology, Kronos had 6 kids, I think, with a Titaness named Rhea. And that was Hera, Demeter, Hestia, Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon. And he ate all of them except for Zeus. And then Zeus came back and defeated Kronos and freed his siblings and all of that. And so, yeah. So this particular version of Demeter is from a webtoon that I have been in love with for fucking 4 years now, called Lore Olympus. And it's a modern day retelling of the myth of Hades and Persephone. And it's a beautiful comic. All of the characters are different bright colors. So Demeter has green skin and purple hair. Hades has blue skin and white hair. Poseidon is green. Hestia is orange with kind of, it's not yellow. It's sort of like a light orange, kind of almost peachy colored hair. Hera is gold. She's golden. In the art, she actually has a reflection off of her skin, she's actually golden. Persephone is bright pink. Apollo and Zeus are both bright purple. Apollo's a douchebag. So my friend Laura, you've probably heard me talking about Laura before. This is where busting out cosplay that we've already done. We did a Lore Olympus cosplay in 2019 in the before times. And so we're busting them out again this year. We are too lazy to do any new cosplay. And so we're recycling this. So I'm trying to get her in order. All my cosplay this year is recycled. I'm also doing Pam from Archer. I am doing possibly a random Aes Sedai. I'm doing Jess the Beheader from the Adventure Zone, which is a live play D&D podcast that you also have probably heard me talk about it before, and it's really great and funny, and you should listen to it. And she's a non-player character who's she's a dwarf professional wrestler, and she has the soul-bound axe, and she carries paper mache heads on her belt to throw at the crowd, and it's awesome. So yeah, the first time I did Jess the Beheader was also in 2019, or was it 2018? Doesn't matter. And I did her actually in the style of Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, which, if you are not aware of that, was a women's wrestling show in the 80s. And so it was very 80s kind of situation. I get a lot of my wigs from a store called Arta Wigs. They have really high quality wigs. They cost, but like they're worth it because they're gorgeous. Demeter is also an Arta wig. And so it's like turquoise blue, and it's called the Jareth, and it legitimately looks like David Bowie's hair looked in Labyrinth. And so I did that, and they're like, I put kind of dwarf braids in it, and it looked awesome. And I made this like kind of like corset top with a skirt kind of thing, and I spray painted some old boots to look like wrestling boots, and it looked awesome. And I made an axe, and it lit up. I don't think it does anymore because LED light strips are really finicky. And yeah, so I'm doing Just the Beheader again, but I'm not doing the glow version. I'm going to do a more sort of traditional fantasy version with just like stuff I already have. Wow, this is just not wanting to come out. So that one will be fun. The axe isn't going to light up anymore, so I'm going to try and go in and like make a couple changes to it because there are cutouts where the light comes through, and I want to cover those up. So I'm going to see like the Warbler on the outside. Warbler is a thermoplastic. It's thermoplastic sheets. You heat them up and you can mold them. You can like wad them up and stick them together. Like you never have unusable scraps with Warbler. It's pretty great. I'm going to see if like painted Warbler can still be heated up and stuck to other Warbler, and I'll like cover up the cutouts and like paint that. So I have a lot of stuff I need to do, and it's like less than a month. And yeah, when is DragonCon? It's Labor Day weekend. Less than a month. So September 1st through the 4th or 5th. I just booked my flight. When possible, I like to book first class for myself to Atlanta because it's a direct flight from Dane County Regional Airport, and it's only 2 hours, so it's not terribly expensive as first class seats go, and it's just sort of like my little treat because it's my little friend vacay, and so I treat myself. And I had somebody's thumbing around up there. I had some credits left over because last year I had been planning to go to SpoilerCon and then ended up not being able to go because my the director of my chorus passed away, and I wanted to be there for the funeral, which, I mean, I guess I should have known that it being a Catholic funeral, like, it wasn't going to be the kind of funeral that I was used to, by which I mean it's relatively impersonal. I'm used to I'm honestly used to some kind of wild shit at funerals, like, and that wasn't the case. And I watched it virtually. I didn't actually go to church but, so yeah, anyway, I had airline credits left so that I could, so I didn't actually have to pay any cash money, which was good because I'm light on cash money right now. So not really sure how I managed it, but here we are. Financial management with ADHD. Like, you just don't, basically. Okay, what is your major malfunction? This is just not wanting to cooperate. So who is this? Meredith Brooks? That was like a one-hit wonder. I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. Yeah, that was kind of a one-hit wonder. Hi, Jessica. Yes, lesbian nerdy. Jenny, please use your Yoni for first class if you can, especially for those international flights. 100%. Certainly, it would require Good luck with your homework, Jess. I believe in you. God, I would love to be able to fly first class internationally because, goddamn, those flights are long. For a while it worked. It was looking like I might go to either Singapore or Melbourne. And I wasn't looking forward to either of those flights because, like, you're on a fucking plane for an entire calendar day, like 24 fucking hours, which, fuck. That's some bullshit. I was actually, like, at that point in time was thinking, okay, what if instead of flying there from Wisconsin, what if I flew out to, like, San Francisco and stayed overnight and then flew out from there? I don't know if it would be any shorter, but it feels like it would be shorter because feels like it's more on the right side of the planet, but I don't know. The world is round and strange. So what I'm going to be doing with Demeter is the part that actually goes on my head. I'm going to put in like a high ponytail, and then this extension will go over that and be like a ponytail hanging down with like a braid wrapped around the base. Very simple. I might curl it. One thing I love about Art of Wigs is that they are heat safe to like 400 something degrees. 4 flights. Good God. When Jenny went to visit her family in Bermuda recently, she had to take 4 flights from South Korea. That sounds like a nightmare. Like, I don't even like having one layover. Even if it's an airport that I like Minneapolis. I like the Minneapolis airport. I don't even like laying over there. I definitely don't like laying over in Denver because it's sort of like, okay, take urban sprawl, but make it an airport. The thing is huge. It literally takes you like a half hour to get someplace. And it's like, okay, well, I guess I'll give myself a 5-hour layover in fucking Denver to make sure I don't miss my goddamn plane because it's inevitably going to be on the other side of the fucking city from where my plane lands. Like, God almighty. The least they could do is have like a train or something, but there's not even like a tram or anything. Like, even Atlanta has a fucking train. They call it the plane train, which is very cute. All right, come on, Demeter. I am sick of your bullshit. So, I resisted the allure of MMMBop for a very long time. And I've stopped resisting. It kind of slaps. And oh, did Denver have a train between terminals? Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't remember ever taking a train in Denver, but I also might not have been changing terminals. I might have just been walking to a different gate like a million miles away because their terminals are fucking huge. So I'm really tired of combing this part of the hair. The hair. You're not supposed to use a brush on wigs, which I realized too late after I had been brushing my wigs for some time before I realized I wasn't supposed to. It makes the ends kind of frizzy, like the wig equivalent of split ends. And then it's like, oh, well, I fucked up. Yeah, it is a legit. You know what? I don't have any wig spray. And I should probably have some spray and conditioner at least. I always feel like just force of will should be enough to make things do. No, I think wig spray is a normal thing because I know that I've heard other cosplayers talking about it. And like some of them, when they have like really long straight wigs, I mean, really long straight wigs, like really long straight hair, can get kind of fucky, get tangled up and stuff. And I think some of them even use like silicone spray to keep everything nice and slippery so that it doesn't stick together, which is an intriguing prospect. Something that I have been giving some thought to. Usually just applying some heat is enough to kind of get it to behave itself. Of course, I should probably also be using a wider tooth comb, but I don't know where one is and I'm lazy, so. And so then when I'm done combing out each section, braiding it so that it doesn't get shitty again. Oh, fucking come on. All right, I need to find something else to work with here. Oh, here's a wide tooth comb. It is really long. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, wigs. There are people who do things with wigs that are just unbelievable, like sculpting them into very specific shapes, and that is fucking witchcraft as far as I'm concerned. This song is Self-Esteem by The Offspring. Oh, yeah. I do love me some fucking grunge and 90s alt rock. Wow, there's 8 of you. Look at you guys. Oops, I could probably turn that off, huh? Now, I was not cool when I was in high school. I was a music and theater geek. I did love me some grunge. Yeah, 90 songs were the bomb. Fucking, I don't care what anybody says, the 90s were an amazing decade for music. No self-esteem, oh hey, yeah. I think I like Green Day. You want to know what? Making up for a lack of ability with enthusiasm is the best way to do something. Because what's the point if you're not having a good time? I like back up more. Go this way. Really care. find my Shame Nun costume. Speaking of Green Day. Like, even their new stuff fucking rocks. Like, Green Day is just consistently great. Oh my god, your mom made you throw out your... Oh my god. Have a good night, Jess. My god. So I'm really going to try and get everything done before I leave for yeah, I snipped out some tangles. I should probably trim the bottom too, just because it's a little frizzy. But I'm going to really try and get everything done before I leave for DragonCon, because sometimes I leave stuff and say, oh, I'll just do it when I get to the hotel. And then it's a huge mistake because it always takes longer than I think it will. And it's just fucking terrible. So there we go. Yeah, I had my mom listen to Under the Bridge by Red Hot Chili Peppers, and she was basically just like, that's nice. So basically, I listened to... Yeah, it's always more. Like, you feel like it's going to be really super easy, and then you realize it's not real hair, and it doesn't behave the same way as real hair, and you've just made a huge mistake. The only road that I have ever known. And I walk alone. So yeah, this wig, and then the other wig that I usually wear for like my generic Aes Sedai, when I feel like wearing a wig for my generic Aes Sedai, they're really thick and really heavy. So like wig clips by themselves don't cut it. I actually they make these wig holders. They're basically these headbands that you wrap around your hairline, and they're velvet, and you orient them so that the grain of the velvet is like going this way, so there's friction to keep the wig from slipping off, and it's truly the only way to fly. It's way more comfortable than like shoving a million bobby pins in there, and it's way more secure. And I need to like find mine. They end up being like disposable, and I can never find them, so then I just get more off Amazon. No, not wig clips. They're called, I think just wig headbands. They fasten with, like Velcro, and they basically look like a sweatband, but they've got, you know, they're made of something like velvet that has like an actual kind of grain to it. Yeah, Arda wigs are extremely high quality wigs. They have a lot of hair in them, and that makes them very heavy, especially the long ones. So and it's good because they shed and you don't want to lose all your hair. So then I have this gigantic bag of the little like clear hair elastics. These little tiny guys. Yes, you need to get them. They will change your life. Jenny, do you still have your adorable braids? For those of you who weren't at WatCon, Jenny had her hair in adorable box braids, and I loved them. And they're really long, so she could just tie them in a knot behind her head, and it was amazing, and I loved it. Oh, it's such a mess up by the top. I've made a huge mistake. Past me not taking care of these wigs is a real bitch. She's a stupid bitch. So yeah, Arda wigs are great. They cost, but the quality is excellent, and the heat tolerance, like I've got my straightening iron up at 410 degrees. And like that's hot enough that if I just left it on there, it would probably melt, but a nice slow pass. You took them out? Oh, they were crochet and they were twists. See, that's me not paying attention or knowing anything. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Fucking Journey, man. I unironically love this. The midnight train going anywhere. So we're very excited because usually for DragonCon for the last 10 years, we have stayed at the Sheraton, which is a host hotel. But it is about a block away from like the three main host hotels in downtown Atlanta. Like the three main ones are clustered together, the Marriott, the Hyatt, and the Hilton. And there are like skywalks that go between them. And the Sheraton is an official host hotel and has been for many years, but it's like a block away. And let me tell you something, after you have been out all day in shoes that are maybe not like the most comfortable, that last, or if you're drunk, that last fucking block, it's a fucking killer. And so I just happened to see a post from the official DragonCon account yesterday that some legacy rooms opened up the Hyatt. And like most of the action happens at the Marriott, the Hyatt, and the Hilton. And the Hyatt has rum buckets. But anyway, I digress. They had legacy rooms open up, and I asked them, like, okay, are these actual, like, real legacy rooms? Because the legacy rooms are the ones where you're basically, if you have a legacy room, you are grandfathered in, and you get, like, first dibs on booking your room for the following year. So basically, you are guaranteed a room unless you don't book it for some reason. And so we've had a legacy room at the Sheraton for, like, 10 years. And then these legacy rooms came up available at the Hyatt, and they have a fucking balcony, bro. And so Laura and I were like, fuck it, we're doing this. And then we told Ted, we're like, oh, by the way, we're staying at the Hyatt, so we need to do something about our room at the Sheraton, which it took about a half hour to find somebody who wanted to take it, so it's not like a problem. But yeah, we're really stoked because we're going to be like in the middle of everything, but the Hyatt isn't as busy as the Marriott or the Hilton, which means that you don't have to wait for 2 hours to get on the elevator, which is great. And there is a balcony, which gives us more room for activities. And Laura and Ted don't have to go downstairs and outside to have a smoky treat, which saves so much time. Although now Laura will not have a way to meet weird strangers. But yes, you need to get wig grip bands, and then you need to get more wigs, and you need to rock that shit, Jenny. So yeah, we're stoked to be at the Hyatt, and it's a proper legacy room, which means that it's ours. We are Hyatt dwellers now, and we couldn't be happier. Nothing hurt, babe. No lie, no. Yeah, some of the songs on this playlist came from the Guilty Pleasures playlist on Spotify, which is full of bangers, BT dubs. And some of them came from my own desire to just wallow in 90s alt rock. So there's kind of a weird variety of shit on here. Guess what? It's gonna be May. Sing it, Mr. Timberlake. Waste. No, it's gonna be May. There's 6 of you sitting here watching me braid a wig and sing along to the radio. I love you guys so much. Yeah, I'm really hoping that this is a good, like, scheduling a live stream to work on something for my cosplay. I'm really hoping is going to be an effective accountability tool to make sure that I do not wait too long to get all of this shit done. Because as a person with ADHD, I always think that I have more time than I actually do. Because I don't know anything, like I have no sense of time. So you tell me something happens in an hour, that means nothing to me. I don't know how long that takes. I don't know. It could be, oh, hey, Candermelon, Cindy K. I haven't done any videos where I have done makeup, but I was thinking that I would do a live stream when I do a dry run of my Demeter makeup. So if that's something you're interested in, I can definitely do it. Let me tell you, full color makeup like that is a real pain in the ass. Because if you sweat at all, if you touch anything, if anything touches you, yeah, other people watching you makes you do things. It's true. It's weird how that works. What? It's gonna be May. Other people watching keeps me inside. Hi. And it does get kind of lonely down here. I'm down in my basement. Somebody, guess what? It's gonna be May. You guys probably don't need to know this, but I just farted. You're welcome. Just pretend. Hey, yeah. Since you've been gone. You dedicated, you took the time. Wasn't long till I called you mine. Yeah, yeah. Since you've been gone. Well, I've got 2 doggos, but they have abandoned me. Well, I locked them out, to be honest, because they can be obnoxious. But they're upstairs. Simon does come down here and sleep when I'm working, because this is also my office. I work down here sometimes. I haven't been doing it a lot lately. So, like I'll talk about it. I don't talk about it a lot, and I'm not like a fucking advocate or anything like that. But I had gastric bypass a year ago. And one of the things that happens when you lose a bunch of weight is that you lose a bunch of the padding on your butt. And what that means is that sitting makes your tailbone hurt. It makes your tailbone hurt so bad. Like driving to Michigan, driving to Ohio for WatCon was fucking miserable. I literally almost like took us off. I almost crashed us in the ditch, like adjusting myself in my seat so that I would be less uncomfortable. But I just found this thing. It was, believe it or not, if you know me, this will not surprise you. It was aggressively marketed to me on Instagram. They've got my number. This fucking fat ass pillow. Comfortable as shit. A little bit hard to get into because it makes my chair really tall. But yeah, huge fan. Love it. Love it for me. Love it for everyone. It's called the Cushion Lab, I think is what the place is called. But yeah, Instagram has my fucking number. I have gotten so much shit that has been marketed to me via Instagram ads. And let me tell you something. It's all pretty much been great. I don't think I have regretted a single thing that I have bought from an Instagram ad. So I'm already thinking about songs to do for What Idol next year. I feel like I need to like prepare more in advance because you people bring it. Oh, and in case you didn't catch it, Cindy, the brand of the pillow, it's Cushion Lab. I don't think they sell in like regular stores. They only sell at their own website, I think. You didn't turn off, did you? No, you didn't. Yeah, everybody brings it so fucking hard for What Idol. Like, listen, y'all, I am classically trained. I can't sing pop music. I didn't even remember putting YMCA on this playlist. It's fucking awesome. It said, young man, just up off the ground. I don't actually know the words to this song. Young man. At the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Yeah, this is one of those songs that you can put on the list of songs that make white people go crazy. Yes, Thomas, I saw your comment. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet, but I will, I promise. Like, honestly, how am I supposed to compete with Jenny? Yeah, my husband does not like disco at all. Yeah, he's got a real attitude about disco. But I suppose, you know, he could argue that he was sort of actively traumatized by disco because he grew up in the 70s. So, whereas most of my childhood was in the 80s and I got all of that goodness. Although I didn't really listen, you know, I don't know what, I didn't really hear any of the like 80s songs during the 80s. My parents listened to a lot of fucking like 70s rock and folk and shit. Like my tiny baby ass was jamming out to Fleetwood Mac and Simon and Garfunkel and shit like that. So but yeah, my husband was a teenager in the 80s in LA. And yeah, he got up to all kinds of fucking shenanigans. Like underage drinking on the Sunset Strip type of fucking shenanigans. Like, bro, really? Getting spit on at an Iggy Pop concert? Like, young man, young man. Yeah, as far as like 70s goes, I really enjoy any of the bands that had brass sections in them. So like Chicago, I think Boston, also named it for cities, weirdly enough. Very nice. I didn't do a great deal of underage drinking. There was one night that we went out to, I went with my friend Nikki and her brother Michael and some other people to an all ages club in Illinois. And we had road sodas. I think I had some like fucking like orange Bartles and James or some shit. As far as the cost of the cushion, let me look, Jenny. I also got there's a like a back cushion that I got too. Search email cushion lab. It was well, I got a discount because I bought two things, but the cushion, I got the large size instead of the standard size because my ass is large, and it was $78. And as of right now, it's worth every fucking penny. Fucking Bon Jovi, man. This is the good shit. So tough. Gina works the diner all day. Looking for a man, she brings home her pay for love. For love. We gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. So, to give you an idea of what I was like when I was a kid. Oh, much does it weigh? I have no idea how much it weighs. They probably say on the website. So this is the kind of kid that I was when I was a teenager. While other people were out underage drinking and running amok, my parents went out of town, and I stayed with my friend Nikki and her older brother Michael, who was also a friend of mine. We all met in community theater. 10 years older, 26, definitely looked at me like a little sister, would have taken care of me. He had an extra ticket to a Bon Jovi concert, and he asked me if I wanted to go. And the cost of the ticket was $50. Well, guess how much money my parents left me to get stuff I needed while they were gone? They left me $50. Did I just go? No, I did not. I did not just go. I called my parents and asked permission, and guess what? They said no. I should have just gone. Like, how would they even know? Yeah. Between me and my dorky sister, my parents had it so easy with their teenage children. So yeah, I was 16, didn't go to the fucking Bon Jovi concert when I had the chance, and still regret it at 43. So let that be a lesson to you kids. If your friend's older brother invites you to a Bon Jovi concert, just go. Don't ask your parents. Yeah, my mom used to get so mad at me if I would come home like 15 minutes after curfew, which sometimes it wasn't my fault because sometimes there were trains in town. She would get so mad at me for missing curfew, and honestly, like, she could have had it so much worse. I was incredibly well behaved. Oh, I love this little song. Michael Bublé. It's just a little feel-good bop, you know? Oops. Yeah, that sounds about right. Promise you, kid, get so much more than I get. I just haven't met you yet. This one would be cute as, like, from Min's POV, talking about the women that she has to share Rand with. TM, 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 TM. That's mine. Don't steal it. Bye, Jenny. I love you. Every possibility. I know it'll all work out. You'll make me work so we can work to work it out. And I promise you, kid, I'll give so much more than I get. I just haven't met you yet. You want to know what I don't have on this playlist? Is Harry Connick Jr. She had some fucking Harry Connick Jr. on this shit. We'll be united. It's a very kind of Beatles-esque trumpet solo. Well, it's probably a sample. I doubt it's a real trumpet, but oh fuck. Then I get. So we can work to work it out. Promise you, kid, I'll give so much more than I get. I just haven't met you yet. We're almost done with the ponytail. This fucking wreck of a ponytail. You know, I really love the idea of using like Google Home or Alexa or something like that, but the idea that it's always listening bothers me. So I will live without a smart home because I certainly don't need to be arrested for yelling about overthrowing the government, even though I have no like intention of doing it. Oh, Abba, nah, I'm good. Not feeling Abba tonight. We'll take some Backstreet Boys, though. I suppose that's true. Probably my cell phone is listening. It's certainly monitoring everywhere I go. Oh, you turned off, you little bitch. I didn't tell you to do that. Oh, I have water in here. Yay. So what are we doing this weekend? It's also not very smart. Nice. Tomorrow, I am hopefully going to do some more cosplay stuff. At the very least, I need to gather up stuff that needs to get washed. Find my fucking Shame Nun costume. I don't know. That thing walks around. I never actually have it like in my costume closet. It's always somewhere else. And I don't know why. I think it's because I bring it home from a con and I'm like, this needs to get washed. And then I never wash it. And then it just ends up in different places because I move it. Everything you need, you better rock your body now, everybody. I'm going to show you guys some stuff. That is my costume closet, my bulletin board with all of my things. And that is my storage unit that has lots of crap on it. And over there, there's the hall with the basement with all of the crap that I haven't thrown away yet. And then over here, oops, where is it? You can't really see it very well because it's dark, but that is my sewing table. And then I have my pegboard with like my tools and stuff on it. Dramamine! Go! Yeah, am I sexual? Yeah. So yeah, I was saying like a million years ago that I'm classically trained. I have a bachelor's degree in music, and basically I sing opera, man. And so singing pop songs for stuff, I'm not very good at it. And I just don't know that people would really appreciate like a parody of an aria. So here we are. It is a nice space. Thank you, Cindy. The previous owner of this house used it as a workshop. And it was like full of these massive storage units, like big, like deep shelves. So it looked a lot smaller than it actually was, but it's like 12 by 14 or something. It's a really good sized room. Plenty of room for everything that I need. And I love that like I have lots of space for working on stuff, but also this really lovely recording area. It also makes me look really professional on Zoom calls for work. Well, except for the angry liberal feminist killjoy and the fuck cross stitch behind there, but I'm just bringing my whole self to work and they can deal with it. You think that we connect, that the chemistry's correct. And now I'm stuck in the web you're spinning. You got me for your prey. Sorry, I'm not home right now. I'm walking in a spider web, so leave a message and I'll call you back. A likely story, so leave a message and I'll call you back. This is one of those songs where you have to just stop everything and sing along. At least to the chorus. Communication, a telephonic invasion in my escape. Sorry, I'm not home right now. I'm walking into spiderweb, so leave a message and I'll call you back. A likely story, so leave a message and I'll call you back. And it's all your fault. I screen my phone calls. No matter who calls, I gotta screen my phone calls. You wake me when I sleep. Sorry, I'm not home right now. I'm walking into spiderweb, so leave a message and I'll call you back. Unlikely stories, so leave a message and I'll call you back. Oh. Ta-da! She looks like a little hair octopus. Spiderwebs, leave a message and I'll call you back. All right, now we're going to tackle this girl. She is a disaster. I screen my phone calls. Doesn't matter who calls. Screen my phone calls. I'm using like regular sewing pins to hold this on because I like always lose my T-pins. No matter who calls. I'm walking into spider webs, so leave a message and I'll call you back. I'm walking into spider webs, so leave a message and I'll call you back. Fucking ska, man. That is some good shit. You know, and I had some hair clips at one point. I don't know where they went. So let's do a messy bun thing. Your cat has excellent taste. Ah, yeah. I love this shit. Now I can feel. It's not my time. It's not my time to wonder why. Now you're here. Now you're away. So I'm hearing The Sandman is very good. So I think I'll do some reactions to that. I do enjoy Neil Gaiman. I have not read a great deal of his works, but I have read Good Omens, which I loved. And I read Neverwhere on audiobook. Actually, he narrated it, which was great. Like, I understand that not every author is going to have the like ability to do an audiobook because I know that shit's hard, but he's got it, and it was really cool to hear something read aloud. Like, he wrote it, so he's going to read it the way he meant it when he wrote it, which I thought was really neat. So I enjoyed that. And I've never read Sandman, but I've heard great things about it, and everybody really seems to be enjoying the show, so I figure I'll take a stab at it. And then, who was it? I think it was Lumen and Beth who recommended a show called Arcane. They said that was like the best fantasy show that came out last year. So I'll check that out too. And of course, I'm fucking like way behind on Vox Machina. I need to like get on the stick with that. But like, I had this whole long period where I just was not feeling like making anything. Like, usually what'll happen is it's a procrastination paralysis kind of thing. But for a while, I just didn't feel like doing anything. It wasn't even I want to do this, but I can't get started. It was just like, meh, I don't feel like I don't want to make anything. It was weird. That's not usually my problem. But one of the things that I talked about with my ADHD coach is the idea that, like, as an ambivert, being around people, hey TK, being around people can really drain my battery, or it can charge my battery. And so I'm going to be working on, like, recognizing when I start getting in a funk, and making a point to, like, go out and do something, whether that's go and work from the office or go out for coffee or something, just to get out of the house and be around other people. Because as my friend Nicole put it, I am an extrovert until I'm not. This part of the wig is combing out so much more nicely. Oh my God, Avril Lavigne. This one, ooh, dance club. That sounds like fun. Slamming on his guitar. Well, let's get realistic, Avril. It was like high school, and yeah, it's not like you would still be together. wish nothing but the best for you both. An older version of me, is she perverted like me and go down on you in a theater? Does she speak eloquently, and would she have your baby? I'm sure she'd make a really excellent mother. 'Cause the love that we made isn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. No! And every time you speak her name, does she know how you told me you hold me until you died? Till you died, well, you're still alive. I miss you left when you went away. But this map? Thank you. That is from oh fuck, what is it called? Cave something arts. He does maps embossed on leather. I am not flush enough with cash to get an actual leather one. This is a print. But I snagged it at DragonCon, actually, in the vendor hall. Now it's going to drive me nuts trying to remember what that place is called. Oh, you're still alright. I'm here. Cave Geek Arts. Oh, man. That was back in the day. I don't know. Was that the one where we got trashed and talked about mental health? That was a hell of an episode. I'm responding to this. I keep forgetting to put the comments up. As soon as you close your eyes, you know it. Every time you speak your nails on someone else's back, I hope you feel it. How can you feel it? I'm here. Maybe. I don't know. Because there was one appearance we did on Want Spoilers where we all just got fucking tanked and the conversation completely devolved. Actually, that one, I think it ended up being a two-parter because we talked for so long. But yeah, that was fun. Well, that fundraiser one, I think that was the one. Was that the one where we did a shot for like every $20 donation and we did like 16 shots in an hour or something like that? That was fucking insane. We grossly underestimated people's generosity. So yeah, part 2 of that one is where we really get trashed. Oh, we did it. It was a decision that we made. Apparently everybody wanted to kill us, so yeah, I'm not entirely off the sauce now, but I do not drink like that anymore, so I need to remember where I put my giant bag of big fuck off hair bands. Because those little clear elastics are not going to cut it for putting this bad boy up in a ponytail. This thing is yuck. Like, I wish I had this much hair in real life. Jesus. Yeah, there's something to be said for not being hungover. I don't miss hangovers. Not even a little bit. It's been an hour and a half already, huh? Time flies when you're having fun talking to imaginary people inside your computer. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Say in heaven, love comes first. We like having a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Ah, yes. The ever constant struggle of face hair and no head hair. You know, and so my ADHD brain went on this like really weird sort of journey that ended on thinking about how my Uncle Gary has always had a mustache. He's bald. He was balding when I was little. And he's always had a mustache. Uncle Gary has never not had a mustache, but he's also never had a beard. Uncle Gary is a mustache man. Personally, I respect the commitment. Anymore. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. This is going so much faster than the ponytail. Holy shit. Anymore. Oh, that's worth. Ooh, heaven is the place on earth. Say heaven, love comes first. You make heaven a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Oh, Ricky Martin. Yeah. And I'm moving on. I wanna be your number one. I'm not the kind of girl who gives up just like that. Oh no. Just like that. Oh no. The tide is high and I'm moving on. I wanna be your number one. Number one. Number one. Ah, nice. It's my turn. I'm not the kind of girl who gives a joke. All right, what is the bang situation here? Is high, but I'm moving on. I'm gonna be your number one. Number one. Number one.
I'll wait for you till it's my turn. I'm not the kind of girl who gives up just like that. Oh no, the tide is high, I'm moving on. I'm gonna be your number one. Number one.
Yes, the cosplay prep is for DragonCon, which is in less than a month. But truly, why get anything done on time? That's planning and prep are for squares and losers. Oh, let's see. Ah, there you are, you motherfucker. My bag of giant hair bands was where they belonged, which, that's novel. I am making more progress tonight than I expected, and I am pretty happy about it. I have become cumbersome to this world. I have become cumbersome to my girl. All right, let's see. I have become cumbersome to my girl. Need to mirror this. I don't think we'll do that mirror. Yeah. Yeah, this is not going to work without a wig grip. Dang. Dang it. It's got to be like secured on there hard. But she's all combed out. She's straightened. Her bangs are separated out. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. Yeah, Naves' wigs are like a whole thing. They're pretty amazing and terrible. Cumbersome. He is super adorable in them. That's way too far back now. All right, well, let's see. Yeah, it's really hard. I need to order some more T-pins because honestly, it is exceedingly difficult. Oh, I lost a wig clip. I have to replace that. Yeah, this motherfucker is so heavy. I use the wig grip, and then it's got these hooks in the front that I like tuck under the wig grip. I don't know if you can see those. And then I put wig clips in the back. I lost one of them, but to clip to like the back of my hair to like keep it from sliding around, because like this by itself is pretty heavy, but then you get the ponytail onto it and it's crazy heavy and wants to slide right off. So, all right, well, I have accomplished everything that I have set out to accomplish this evening. So I think that I am going to call it a night, and my old ass is going to go upstairs. Excuse me, and go to bed. So thank you all for stopping by and hanging out with me. This was considerably more entertaining than sitting here by myself listening to a podcast or something. So thank you for that. I don't know how to end a live stream. I've never really done it. Stay hydrated and don't do anything I wouldn't do.